Hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey!
Welcome to the party, buddy.
Can you see me okay?
I can see you awesome, man. You look good.
Thank you very much.
You got to get your party hat on, though, man.
Party hat.
Yeah, I'll show you. Hold on.
Oh, you're going to party hat me?
All right, Steve, you want to make a quick announcement? Welcome, everybody. And then what we're going to do, the format for tonight, guys, just so you know, let me take this silly hat off real quick, is we're going to start by sort of a company overview, talk about our products. Mark is going to do an incredible compensation plan presentation, and Steve obviously is going to do what he does best as the owner of this company, and that's share the vision and the heart about BodyAlign, what we're all about, and how passionate we are to help you guys achieve two goals, really. Goal number one is to help you guys help as many people as you can with their health and wellness, and secondly, obviously, is to earn some additional income through a compensation plan, and how BodyAlign is going to help you do that. So, Steve, I will turn it over to you if you want to make a quick announcement and say hi to everybody, and then we'll get started.
Hey, thank you very much. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their night to take time to learn about what BodyAlign is and what we mean to ourselves, what we mean to each other as a family. You know, BodyAlign exists because of and for our independent distributors. My dream, my passion is to get these products out to people, to make an impact. Folks, BodyAlign products are going to put a smile on someone's face. They're going to have less pain. They're going to have more energy. Their bodies are going to be healthier every day. I want you to join me now, spend the next half an hour or so to learn about our products, learn about the compensation plan. But what I want you to learn most of all is our culture. I want you to see the impact on the family members, Josh and Mark and folks that we're going to be talking about tonight, because I want you to feel something you'll never feel anywhere else. We are a family. When you join BodyAlign, you join a family. And I guarantee you there's folks on tonight's calls that out of the blue got a call from me to welcome to BodyAlign. They've got a call from me to see what's going on, to get feedback on how to be a better company. That's who we are. We are a family. Steve@bodyalign.com or Josh S@bodyalign.com are your ways of making us a better company every day. And that's my commitment to you. Our products are solid. Our compensation plan is exciting. And frankly, our culture brings us to a level that no other company ever even thought of having. And with that, Josh, I'm going to turn it back to you. Let's go through some of the products that we have and how the impact we can make on people's lives.
Outstanding. Thanks, Steve. So before I get started, what I'm going to do, just so everyone knows, is I'm actually going to pull up a PowerPoint presentation that we've been working on over the last several days. In fact, we'll have two, to be totally candid. So what I want you guys to know is that after we show this PowerPoint presentation, this is going to be available for you all in the back office, okay? So as you see us walk through it for the first time, both on the company and on the products, and then Mark, again, is going to do an amazing job. Steve, I don't know why you're laughing, but you're making me laugh. Mark will do an amazing job on the compensation plan. So we'll have two different PowerPoint presentations that you all can download in the back office, so you can use that for your own personal presentations that you do. Whether it's in person, you can do them on your iPad. It works really well. You can do them on your laptop. Or if you're doing a larger presentation in a hotel or something, which we have a lot of those going on around the country right now, you'll be able to use that as well. So I'm going to switch over here real quick, and my camera is actually going to go away, and we're going to switch over to a PowerPoint presentation now. So give me just one moment. All right, guys, so here we go. BodyAlign, we're going to start with our mission statement. Our mission statement at BodyAlign is to inspire a movement of social entrepreneurs. If you're new with us and you don't understand what social entrepreneurship means, I promise you that you'll be taught that and coached about that and the impact that that can have on your life and on your business as you go forward. But we're trying to empower families around the world to live life to the fullest, retire with dignity, and finally, and maybe most importantly, is leave a legacy to future generations. So you just saw the man, Mr. Steve Lepkowski, and myself, I'm Josh Spivey, and I'm the COO for the company. All right, so what we're going to talk about now is essentially some of the key components that you need in your life in order to have a fulfilling life. And one of those most important things that weighs far above any type of financial success is that you've got to be healthy. If you have cancer, if you have any type of a health issue, it doesn't matter if you have millions of dollars in the bank, you're not going to have a really full and happy life because that health issue that you have is always bringing you down, right? So that's super, super important. So here's what the traditional approach is in medicine. Typically what happens is you wait for something to go wrong with your body or your health, and then you try to go out and fix it. Okay, so what you do with that is if you have a cold, a flu, like this guy here sitting with looks like a glass of tea, he's got a cough possibly, or he's got some kind of cold, and so he's drinking something to try to get rid of that cold symptom. The challenge with that is not so much with organic teas, but oftentimes we start to intake and ingest a lot of harmful medications, many of those with side effects. Okay, so the state of your wellness determines how well your body can heal itself. Right, so your state of wellness is low if you eat the wrong foods, you don't exercise, you smoke, or you're under stress. Now, a lot of people on this call certainly don't smoke. Maybe a lot of you on this webinar presentation, maybe you do exercise, and I'm telling you, number 1 and number 4 hits almost everybody in America right now. We go and get fast food because we're so short on time with families and work and other extracurricular events, or you're under a lot of stress. If any one of these 4 things is ailing you on a weekly, monthly, daily basis, your state of wellness is going to be low overall. So here's a new approach, guys. The new approach is to improve your overall state of wellness. And what you want to do instead of trying to relieve challenges that you have is that you want to actually intervene to relieve particular symptoms. And on top of that, restore and maintain your body's own natural wellness. Here's some of the keys to wellness. 1 is exercise. This should be no surprise to anybody. Exercise could mean something as simple as stretching, could be doing strengthening or working out and lifting weights, or something as similar as or as easy as balance or doing yoga or something like that. Okay, nutrition and inflammation is incredibly important for our bodies. Getting the right foods and the right supplements into our body, not harmful chemicals. Having a nice anti-inflammation diet with a lot of fruits and vegetables will certainly help increase your overall wellness. Sleep is super important, guys, and if you notice the little icon above the sleeping couple, we have products that specifically help and address sleep that we'll get to in just a moment. Detoxification is also really important because as you try to change your overall wellness and you try to intake, your intake becomes healthier, your food becomes healthier, you start to exercise, you still have to get all that nasty stuff that's entering into your body out of you. That's called detoxification. Again, BodyAlign has an incredible product called Purify that can help with that detoxification process. And we're also going to talk about hormonal imbalances. And this is really key, especially for ladies, but men go through it as well. Anytime you have hormonal imbalances, there's no question that it affects your overall wellness. And so, sure enough, BodyAlign has an incredible product called Youth that addresses that for women, but it also helps with men. So here's some ways that you can implement a better wellness program for yourself. The first one is strength of will. Right? You just decide that you're going to get healthier. Unfortunately, that really doesn't work so well. You could also try better living through chemistry, right? You can start taking blood thinners, or you can start to pop, a Aleve or ibuprofen every couple of hours to help you feel better. You can take sleeping pills to try to make yourself feel better. Unfortunately, the answer is it's not really better living at all. Living through chemistry is harmful to your body, and I think everyone on this video certainly understands that. But here's the alternative, folks, and this is what BodyAlign is all about, and that is Qi. Not QI, but Qi. Qi is essentially Ayurvedic medicine, acupuncture, Chinese medicine, energy balancing. What scientists, physicians, and specialists, what they're starting to understand is that information, the way that your body perceives information and receives information is absolutely key to everything. So what we're going to talk about now is BodyAlign's unique H3 technology. Okay? What our products do is it gives you a way to record and play back wellness information. It's no different than having a USB drive or an old 3.5-inch floppy drive, right? If you have something on your computer that you need to download, You pop a disc in, you download it, and you can take that with you anywhere we go. That's essentially what BodyAlign's H3 technology does for you, is we are taking very specific information that your body needs, we are downloading it into our holograms, and we're allowing you to receive that information and play that information back into your body 24 hours a day. So we're going to talk about a few of our products here, some of our key products. We have 9 of them specifically right now, with several more to come that they're going to be released over the next couple of months. But the first is our Ultimate Wellness Wristband. What this wristband does is an overall balancing of the information and energy into your body. And so a good friend of ours and a distributor for BodyAlign, his name is Ormond Curl, when he does presentations, he always talks about Red Bull and Monster energy drinks. And Red Bull right now is a multi-billion-dollar business selling energy drinks, $2, $3, $4 a can, depending on what size you get it. Guys, everybody is looking for additional energy, whether you are a middle schooler or a high schooler trying to get through the day, or whether you are a working professional trying to do the absolute best that you can, or whether you're older and you just want to feel better like you did 20 years ago. Energy is absolutely key, and our Ultimate Wellness Wristband communicates with your body, and it allows you to have increased energy levels. Another one of our incredible products is our Action Hologram. The Action Disc increases energy, stamina, and mental alertness. So really, it allows you to start and maintain your exercise program where you don't feel all bummed out and like you don't want to go to the gym or you don't want to stretch today. It gives you that increased energy and that euphoric feeling that all of us love so much. And finally, it gives us a constant energy throughout the day without those incredible sugar crashes that so many people experience. All right, we also have our Mass Disc. This is amazing for men. I'm a testimony to that. I'm a 33-year-old young guy, but I still use Mass to put on some lean muscle mass that I'm trying to put on. And so for the last 4 weeks, I've been placing the Mass Disc, and I have 12 pounds of muscle that I've put on in about 4, maybe 5 weeks now. Again, I'm eating right, I'm exercising, but without this Mass Disc, there's absolutely no way I could have put on lean muscle that quickly. So Mass gives you the strength to do things that you enjoy, and it increases your testosterone, which is absolutely key in men these days. Okay, another incredible product is Relief. Relief reduces or eliminates pain and inflammation. More importantly, it speeds up your recovery time. And I'll even let Mark testify to this in just a minute. But if you undergo any type of surgery or any type of procedures, Relief will actually speed your recovery time. If you're at the gym and you did a really hard lat workout, for instance, and your back is sore, guys, that Relief disc is going to speed that recovery time. If you've got headaches, if you're having muscle spasms or cramps, Relief is going to help you out with that. It's an effective alternative to pain relief medication. Okay, we also have our Sleep discs. What's great about sleep is it not only helps you go to sleep, more importantly, it helps you stay asleep. So what our Sleep disc does is it quiets the mind. It reduces some of those anxieties that we all have before we go to sleep, thinking about the work project going on the next day, the new distributor that we need to sign up 3 days from now. More importantly for a lot of you is that there's no grogginess in the morning. I've personally taken sleep medicine in the past from some pretty extensive travel schedules I've had in a prior life, and I can tell you I feel miserable after I take any type of Sudafed or any type of even quote-unquote organic sleep products. It takes me 2 or 3 hours for my mind to really wake up. The beautiful thing about the Sleep disc is when you wake up, take it off, and you're going to feel refreshed and alert almost immediately when your feet hit the floor. Okay, our Youth disc. This isn't really a testimony call, but guys, I've got to share this. My mom came to visit me from Texas. She was here last week, early last week, and my mom is of the age where she's starting to have hot flashes. And she was sharing that with me and telling me how bad she felt. She should have told me weeks ago probably, but so I went downstairs in my office and I grabbed her a pack of Youth discs. And I handed it to her and I said, Mom, just put one of these on. And then I walked out the door to go to work, and I had a lot of stuff for BodyAlign to do. And so that evening when I got home, I asked her if she had any hot flashes, and she said, no, not yet, but sometimes they come and sometimes they go. Well, I called her this morning just for an update from her, and so it's been 6.5 days now, and she has yet to have one hot flash. So ladies, or even young girls, if your mom is experiencing these hot flashes, if you yourself are experiencing these hot flashes, I have a personal testimony from my mom how this absolutely changed her wellness. And so it's amazing when we get personal results, right, from using these products. It's amazing when our friends get results. When your family members start to feel the impact that BodyAlign can have, guys, that is an overwhelming sensation that you get, and it warms your heart like nothing I can really describe, that you were able to help somebody out that was hurting with something as simple as a holographic disc that is easy to use, just like a Band-Aid. You peel it, you stick it on your body, and within minutes to several hours, you start to communicate. Your body begins to receive the information to deal with the actual challenges that your body has rather than dealing with the symptoms. And to kick it all off, this actually helps your skin's appearance. How much money you spend on lotions and creams to make yourself and make your skin tighter and look younger? Youth Product is going to do that for you at a fraction of the cost. Okay, these are, we've got one more, the Purified Disc. This helps to eliminate built-up toxins in your organs. We talked about that earlier. It's great to begin a wellness program, start eating right, start exercising, but if you don't get some of those harsh chemicals and some of those things that our bodies intaked in the past out of your body, out of your system, then our products can't work to their best and highest use. That's why we recommend everybody to use Purified Discs to detoxify their body. It helps you lose weight. It helps to eliminate the effects of bad habits. And again, it helps you jumpstart your body to health and wellness. Now, these are brand new products. We have not done a full presentation on this before, so I'm excited to talk about it. Our new Protect discs have come out. So we have small Protect discs and large Protect discs that are now available. What those do is they protect your body against EMF waves. If you're not familiar with those, or electromagnetic frequency waves, those come from really any type of electronic device around us, whether it's a Bluetooth in your ear, that's quote-unquote frying your brain. Cell phones have been shown over and over that they have a catastrophic effect on our bodies long-term. Electrical devices, if you're driving, even in your car, and you're driving under power wires, guys, those put off an immense amount of EMF waves. The Protect Disc is going to help protect your body against that. And finally, but not least, we've got our pet tags. So our pet tags give your pets the health they deserve. So what your pets are going to experience with their pet tags is increased energy. They're going to have diminished chronic and acute pain. And finally, it's going to reduce effects from environmental toxins. Okay, so there really is an alternative for wellness, and that is BodyAlign's proven H3 technology. It gives you the boost you need for your own personal wellness program. It helps you get the exercise that you want, or at least gives you enough energy to go get the exercise that you want. It gets rid of the toxins you don't want. It helps you get the sleep that you need. It gets rid of pain and inflammation, and it restores hormonal balance. BodyAlign's proven H3 technology is the natural path to a better, longer life. So what we encourage you guys to do, if you're not currently a distributor, if you've never used our products before, is to get in touch with whoever invited you to this event so you can discover BodyAlign's H3 products for yourself and experience your own holographic wellness management solution. So that ends our kind of product presentation, and it should be gone. There it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the call back over to Mr. Mark Thomas, who introduced us. For those of you who don't know Mark is an incredible cornerstone of our team here at BodyAlign. He is what we call a horseman, meaning that he is essentially direct to the company. He's got a leadership role, and he's out there growing a massive organization and teaching everybody about the products and the compensation plan and how to do it correctly inside of our culture that Steve teaches us. So Mark, I'm excited to turn this call over to you. Share the compensation plan for BodyAlign and how they can actually be rewarded for sharing these incredible BodyAlign products with others.
Thank you so much, Josh. And I don't know if you're going to be able to get that comp plan up, or if I'm supposed to be doing that.
I will get that comp plan up for you if you wish, sir.
All right, go right ahead. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to realize that for the first time in my career with a marketing company, you know, this is a comp plan that is fair to everybody that wants to go to work. Now, when I first joined this industry, I thought it was like the insurance business where I came from, and the financial planning business was, look, you go out and do the job, work hard, and you get rewarded for the job that you do. Well, when I first joined my first marketing company, I realized that, look, if you went out and really helped your team members produce a lot of business, then that was just much more money than you made. I mean, I didn't realize it was just, up to a whole team. I always under the impression if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And it's still that way. Even here with BodyAlign, we have to take a responsible role to build our team. And that's what I absolutely love about this compensation plan that we have here with BodyAlign. So Josh, if you'll get started on that next page there, I'll go ahead and walk our way through it.
Okay, let me just make you aware of something really quick, Mark. What will happen, because I'm sharing it on my screen, is that as you talk, you're basically going to take over the slides, right, which is absolutely fine. So maybe just pause for a minute or two after every section. That way the folks will be able to look at the presentation and follow along with what you're saying.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, over the next few moments, though, I want you to realize that you will learn about the most rewarding, and when I say rewarding, I mean rewarding, compensation plan that's only available, it's available in our industry, but it's only available through BodyAlign. And with most other companies that are out there, their average payout is about 28%. And I realized that because of the companies I've been a part of, and I realized how much money they was taking in versus how much was actually being paid out. Here with BodyAlign, I want you to really understand the word guaranteed. We have a guarantee of 60% payout through our compensation plan. Guys, that destroys the industry average. Folks, that's the reason why so many people are paying attention to what BodyAlign has with our product. And I want you to understand this as well, is as you sit back, relax, and enjoy this, keep in mind that our product works 100% of the time on 100% of the people, or 100% of your money back guarantee. And with the simplicity and the power of our BodyAlign opportunity, you will begin to realize why you, the Susie homemaker, the Johnny Lunch Bucket that I used to be, can go out and make a really good income here with BodyAlign. Step one, most companies charge you what they call an enrollment fee, and they give you nothing. I mean, seriously, you get nothing in return except for maybe an online book or an online whatever. Here with BodyAlign, when you sign up as a distributor for a one-time charge of $29.95, you're going to receive a business kit that includes product cards of 6 of our product cards, like Steve is showing there in the bottom of the screen. On the back of the cards are going to be Action, Purify, Relief, Use, Sleep, and Mask. And on the front of those cards is going to be your contact and your information on there. Also, along with this kit, you're going to receive marketing brochures. You're going to receive a product brochure of how it works, and you're going to receive a brochure of each one of our 6 product lines we've got at this time, and I'm sure we'll have some other of the Protect in there sooner or later. But at this time, you will get the 6 product brochures and how our product works with that $29.95 distribution enrollment fee. Folks, also, here's something else I want you to realize, that for that one-time fee, one time for $29.95, you're going to get your website, and you're going to get your virtual back office where you can control or see what's taking place in your business. Also, back there's the news section, the training sessions. There's going to be a lot of things that's available to you to where you can say, wow, I got all of this for $29.95. Also, though, that gives you the ability to earn commissions. Folks, when I went into the insurance business, I had to go take a test. It cost me $300 to go do that. It cost me $300 to go get my insurance license. And then I had to study and pass the test. And but here it's $29.95. Folks, this is the easiest entrepreneurship program that you'll ever become a part of. Then you got to choose your distributor retail promotional pack, and we have 3 of them. We have what we call the Business Starter Kit for $89.95. And we have another kit that's the Business Builder Kit for $149.95. And our third kit is the Business Growth Kit, which is by far the best value for $249.95. Now, when you start looking at these three kits that you get, okay, then you're going to realize at that time, well, wait a minute, if I go for the lower kit, I'm only going to get this much product. If I go for the Business Growth Kit, I'm going to get a tremendous amount of product. We're going to go over that right here in a minute. But you've got to decide what's best for your pocketbook and also decide how much you're going to go out and build this business, because truthfully, everybody that's bought the $89.95 kit comes back and says, I wished I'd have bought the bigger kit every time, every single time. So Josh, let's move to the next slide there. Start sharing the BodyAlign product and the opportunities with others. It's very simple, and the way I like sharing the product with is, look, if you got pain, here's my card. Okay, put it on the spot. Now, I've done it standing in Walmart line, literally Walmart line, with the lady at the checkout counter with shoulder pain, and I'll put the relief product on her shoulder standing right there. And I'll go back through the line 10 minutes later. But start sharing the product. And again, I want you to remember this. You can feel confident that this product works 100% of the time on 100% of the people. Folks, you don't have to be shy about that. I mean, it works 100% of the time. All right. So get started sharing with others. Hey, the next few slides, though, we're going to share the 4 powerful ways which you can earn money. Okay. And the first one is the first Fast Start Unilevel, and second one is the Leadership Bonus Pool. The third is Residual Unilevel, and number 4 is the Retail to Wholesale Commissions. Now, folks, some of that might sound Greek to you, but you'll learn it. Just get started. So let's begin with the Fast Start Unilevel here, and with the very first one. Is going to, it's about putting money in your pocket fast. I don't know why people love going through McDonald's or going through Wendy's, or or they try to get lose weight fast, but everybody wants to have it fast, including money. That's the reason why most people go to work for $10 an hour, knowing that they get paid $10 for that hour, not realizing though that they could be an entrepreneur and get paid for life. So, our Fast Start Unilevel is available to everyone all the time. And when we say that it's because most companies has put trigger points in their compensation plan that only allows you a fast start in the first 30 days. So if you don't make it in the first 30 days, then you're just out of luck. And usually what happens in that time period is you've actually went out and brought somebody on that maybe wasn't ready to get started, or maybe brought somebody on that didn't have the funds to get started. And so that's how you make enemies. Here with BodyAlign, no, our Fast Start Unilevel, from the time you get started until the time you decide you want to quit, which I don't think that would ever happen to people once they understand how BodyAlign works.
So, Mark, let me ask you this real quick. On the Fast Start Unilevel, if it's available to everyone all the time, and all the time is underlined like it's a really big deal, what is it that other companies are doing with their Fast Starts?
Well, what they do is that's what they call breakage to the company. And so if you don't meet that criteria in the first 30 days in most companies, then the second month that you actually bring somebody on board, it's either rolled upline to the master distributor of that company, or it's breakage to the company itself. That's the reason why most companies only pay out 28%, and here we are at a full 60%. So again, our fast start payments, again, they're not like the other guys, like you can see, 30, 60, or 90 days. We are forever, and let me explain that forever part is that if I pass away, when I pass away 50 years from now, because the BodyAlign product is going to keep me well for another 50 years, then this business is passed on to who I chose to pass it on to through my trust. and they will continue to get the fast start through my business as long as they're continuing to share it with other people. And trust me, my whole family shares this product with everybody, all the way down to my 12-year-old son and to my grandchildren.
Hey, Mark, I really hate to interrupt you, man, and I really apologize. Guys, this is Josh Spivey, and I am 100% going to take the blame for this. But what is happening is, as Mark is speaking, the screen really isn't showing. And so I want to take just 30-second time out here and see if we can't get Mark to pull up the presentation on his side. If we can't do that in about 30 seconds, again, guys, we'll go ahead and continue, but just bear with us for just one moment, and we'll be right back.
I'll tell you what, won't you just do the comp plan for tonight so that you can control the screens?
Okay, sounds like a good idea.
Okay, all right.
All right, guys, so here we go. On our fast start payments, they don't stop in 30, 60, or 90 days like a lot of the other guys' comp plans actually stop. And as Mark so eloquently stated earlier, the reason that they do that is essentially it's a way to, Mark, if you can just go on mute really quick. It's a way to really take advantage of your efforts, right? Because you're putting in all those efforts and you're not receiving the credit for that. Other people are, and that's really not fair. So the cool thing about our Fast Start bonuses is that they're going to continue to last just as long as you continue to build and share our products and our opportunity with other people. So here we have our Fast Start Unilevel. It's only available, again, really important, when new distributors purchase their promo pack, also called a wellness kit. And so Mark talked about the 3 different business kits that we have available, and so we're going to talk about what each of those business kits include. Most importantly, we're going to talk about what you get paid in a Fast Start bonus by representing those kits to other people. So Business Starter Kit, $89.95. That includes 1 Ultimate wristband, and it's going to come with 30 holographic discs. So you're going to get 5 Relief discs, 5 Action, 5 Mass, 5 Purify, 5 Sleep, and 5 Youth. And now let's get into how that compensates. So if you're the individual that brought on a new distributor, we like to call them aligners here. If you bring on a new aligner, you're going to make an immediate $30 commission. So your host, or the second level, is going to make a $15 commission. Then we're going to pay out 75 cents. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but we pay out 8 levels deep for that 75 cents. So if you have a large team, there's no question that that starts to add up quickly. And then finally, again, we have a 60% guaranteed comp plan that Mark already spoke to. So the $30, the $15, and then the 75 cents times 5 or 6 levels only brings us to 55%. So we have 5% of that $89.95 that goes into our monthly bonus pool, and we'll talk about that in a moment as well. So our next kit is our Business Builder Kit for $149.95. That's going to include twice as many wristbands, so 2 Ultimate wristbands, and you're going to get 60 holographic discs there, 10 of each one again, Relief, Action, Mass, Purify, Sleep, and Youth. That one, however, pays out $50 commission to the direct enroller. It pays out $25 to your host if you enrolled somebody, and it pays out $1.25 to levels 3 through 8, and again, 5% goes into the bonus pool. This is our last kit. As Mark said, this is one absolutely has the best value. You get 2 Ultimate wristbands, and you get 120 holographic discs. So you get 20 of each disc. Again, that currently covers our 6 products. That's Relief, Action, Mass, Purify, Sleep, and Youth. And so what's cool about this is that when you buy the wellness kit, you're getting products cheaper than you can get them retail. You're even getting them cheaper than you can buy them wholesale. And so the reason you want to get this kit up front is you begin to share our opportunity and share our products with other people. You've got a lot of products on hand. When you're going to your kids' band practice, or you're going to football games, or like Mark, if you're in Walmart shopping, you're going to have enough product on you to be able to share it with other people, get them to buy either retail, or even better, become a distributor, and then your income starts to grow so you can get more products and even increase your auto ship levels, and we'll talk about that in a moment as well. Okay, so the kit compensates $75, that is 30%, roughly, $75 to the host, $50 commission to the second level. You get $2 to levels 3 through 8, and again, there's 5% that goes to the bonus pool. Okay, let's talk about our leadership bonus pool. Again, 5% of all the kits are placed into that bonus pool on a monthly basis. So let's talk about November, since this is currently November 5th. Our November bonus pool, to qualify for that pool, you have to enroll 6 new distributors in the month of November, and that's it, to qualify. So to participate in our leadership bonus pools doesn't mean that you have to be with us since inception of the company. What it means is that you have to be passionate about sharing our products, passionate about helping other people achieve their income goals, and you too can participate in that bonus pool on a monthly basis. Okay, so once you've personally sponsored a new distributor, once you have a new aligner on your team, you don't have to do anything else. You automatically participate in the residual unilevel as long as you purchase one of our wellness kits and as long as you're on auto ship and have a minimum of $29.95 of personal volume that's happening through the auto ship. So on the residual unilevel, we're paying out 60% of all retail orders, all wholesale orders, and all monthly auto ships. All of that is paid through the residual unilevel, which we're going to talk about right now. So this is kind of what it looks like. If we have monthly auto ship options, we've got 3 that are currently available. The bronze option is $29.95 a month. That gives you folks a 15% discount over and above the wholesale prices that you get using a distributor coupon in the shopping cart. Okay, the silver auto ship option is $59.95 a month. That is a 20% discount over wholesale prices. And this one's my favorite. It should be your favorite too. The gold is $89.95 a month. That is a 35% discount over and above wholesale prices. So as a distributor with BodyAlign, you already get roughly a 1/3 discount off of retail cost. So that's 33% off. Add another 35% discount to that, and we're talking about a very significant amount of savings that you get by switching to one of our silver or gold packages. So let's take a look at the bronze level auto ship. Again, this is our entry level auto ship for $29.95 a month. How that looks if it was to pay out through the residual unilevel. Again, we pay out 60% of that, guaranteed every single time, no questions asked, no breakage. So we have a $29.95 auto ship. We're going to pay out 60% of that, which is $17.97, and we're going to divide that evenly over 8 levels, which comes to $2.24 and change. But since BodyAlign loves you guys so much, we're going to go ahead and round that up to $2.25 just for simplicity purposes. And then that's going to pay out through 8 levels. Okay, so level 1 will get $2.25, level 2 will get $2.25, level 3 will get $2.25, all the way down through level 8. So another way, we kind of broke it down mathematically, if you will, for those that are a little more analytical. This can also be explained very easily as 7.5% per level, paid 8 levels deep, with absolutely unlimited width. Folks, there's a lot of companies out there that won't allow you to go a certain amount of width when you grow your team. BodyAlign wants you to go as wide as possible. We want you to make as much income as you possibly can. We will always, forever, have unlimited width in our residual plan. So now let's break it down and look at it mathematically. Let's look at some numbers and what happens to your checks. That's what we care about, right? How much money am I sticking in the bank at the end of the month? And so let's look at that. We're just going to run an assumption. There's a lot of different assumptions that you can use. We're going to use a relatively easy one. Let's say that you enroll 3 people, which is about the industry average of 2.8. So let's say you enroll 3 people, and they each get 3 for 8 levels. And again, let's just say that everybody's on the bronze auto ship. Nobody wants silver. Nobody wants gold for the additional value that contains. Everyone's on bronze. So on level 1, you've got 3 people that you enrolled. They each pay you $2.25. Therefore, that month you would make $6.75. Not ready to quit your job quite yet, but let's see what happens. On the second level, when those 3 get 3, you get 9 times $2.25 again, gives you $20.25. That jumps to 27, which is $60.75. Those 3 get 3. You have 81 people on your team, all paying you $2.25 a month through their auto ship. You're at $182.25. Again, that multiplies by 3. You get $546. Then it comes to $1,640. All of a sudden, now we start getting into a little bit of money. We've got $4,900 that is coming on the 7th level. And guys, this is just 6,500 people. There are tons and tons and tons of folks within our organization, our distributors, that have grown teams of tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands. We're talking about 6,500 people all paying you a pretty paltry $2.25, adds up to almost $15,000. It's $14,762. And guys, that's what this industry is all about. It's monthly mailbox money. Yeah.
John, hang on a second. You get all those amounts every month.
That's correct. You get every single one. That's absolutely accurate.
You'll get a check for $675, a check for $20.25, and you add all those amounts up. You're talking over $20,000 of monthly income.
I was just trying to underpromise, but it is a little more exciting than we're even showing. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, the reality is it's closer to about $24,000. So it's definitely fun and exciting. But we're just talking about the bronze kit there, and so let's kick it up a notch, right? Let's assume that we're going to have some folks on that gold level and on that silver level, and so just to have fun, let's take a look at what happens if you teach your entire team to get the most value possible, get on the gold auto ship option, get a 60% plus discount on retail prices, and start sharing the products and sharing the opportunity with everybody you come in contact with. This is what it looks like. On level 1, you make $20. Level 2, it's $60. Level 3 is $182. Level 4 is $546. Level 5 is $1640. Level 6 is $49.20. Level 7 is $14,762. And this one's a lot of fun. The same 6,500, 61 people paying you $6.75 a piece. Just that 8th level is paying out $44,000 in residual monthly mailbox money. Steve, CEO of this company, this is huge, really important to you, because I know for a fact the only reason you started BodyAlign is to have an impact on other people's wellness and to have an impact on other people's financial situation, as so many other people in the past have impacted your life. I want to hear it from you, and I've never asked you this before. I've never heard you speak to this before. I would love to hear it now. How many folks would you like to see in BodyAlign making $40,000 to $50,000 a month over the next couple of years? What is it that you are looking to see? How many people are you looking to impact on that level?
You know, I want everybody to achieve that amount that's going to make the impact in their life that they want. But I guarantee you, I want to be surrounded by people that are making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a month. I put in place a compensation structure that allows this to happen. Notice there is no binaries. There's no got to qualify here and got to qualify there. It's really simply replication and retaining the people inside our program. Marks today can boast a significant genealogy, and I did a quick study. This is a week-old data, so I know Mark's added a lot of people, but at the time, 94% of the people that Mark has brought into the company under his own genealogy are still in the company. You can't find that in any other company. They get people to join, and they're gone right away. We have a 6% attrition rate over Mark. We started our first customer in May of 2013 under you. It's an incredible amount of stickiness. We have designed this, a quality product, with a compensation plan that can do this. I am going to track the number of $10,000 a month and $20,000 a month and $50,000 a month. Don't count on a car plan. Don't count on gimmicks. It's going to be checks in your wallet. This company is not trying to do anything other than put this money back in your pocket. It's 60%. It comes into the company through our credit card sales. 60% of that revenue is automatically pushed to the side, pushed into the checking account, to make sure that the checks that go out every week, not once a month, but every week that go out, have the money to back it. The first priority, the money that comes into the company, is to pay these kind of numbers. Josh, I want to see everybody that wants to achieve these levels to go for it. Do I expect everybody? Absolutely not. Do I expect the people that want a 4-letter word the rest of their life called WORK? I want to be there with them. I will help you achieve these numbers. I am here for you in these calls and in my leadership and as Steve calls, I am going to be here. I want to drive this. I want to shake hands with people and your children. I want to meet the children of the people that are achieving these kind of numbers. That's what this business is all about. The legacy component of this business is something that no other company will talk to you about. only BodyAlign recognizes that it's about a legacy. It's about taking something beyond us and being able to give it to the next person, creating a company that has a vision and a desire to be a 100-year company is what it's all about. Josh, yeah. I cannot wait to meet the families of the folks that are at level 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 here, because, frankly, that's the kind of impact that we're going to make, and that's what I'm all about.
Man, that's an incredible answer. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. I was always curious what that answer was going to be. All right, folks, we are almost done with the comp plan, actually, and we're turning the call back over to Steve. We just have a few more slides here. We're going to talk about retail to wholesale commissions. So as a BodyAlign distributor, you have the opportunity to earn the difference between retail and wholesale prices. So that 33% markup, you get to put that in your pocket. So if somebody spends, and this is not uncommon, this actually happens, believe it or not. If somebody comes to our retail site, orders $1,000 in product, you put $300 in your pocket if they're purchasing at retail. Similarly, if they buy $100 in product, you put about $30 in your pocket. And then what happens is, after you've put that money in your pocket, we still are paying out 60%. So any remaining commission is still applied to the residual unit level, which is going to pay out 7.5% per business center, 8 levels deep, and again, guys, unlimited width. This is huge. We've talked about it several times. I have, Mark has, but BodyAlign has absolutely zero breakage due to something called unqualified roll-up. I don't want to get too technical on this call, but essentially what that means is if you have people on your team that they don't have to produce on a monthly basis, but if they're not on auto ship, if they're not maintaining a personal volume amount of at least $29.95, then their commission actually rolls up to the next qualified person, okay? So none of that money ever flows up to the company. We're not trying to take advantage of anybody. That money always, 100% of the time, gets paid out to distributors that have earned it. Again, we have a true and guaranteed 60% pay plan, and we are always going to pay out commissions to those who are qualified to receive them and those who are working hard. So please get back to the individual, again, who directed you to this presentation so you can get involved with BodyAlign, try our products, start sharing our products with other people, watch the impact that you can have in their lives, and guys, we certainly have a whole lot of fun doing it. So that's the end of the presentations. Again, guys, if you weren't able to see all the slideshows, we're going to edit the videos. It's going to look beautiful in about an hour and a half to 2 hours from now. We'll repost it back onto YouTube for a replay. And these presentations are going to be available to you all in your back office / virtual office under the marketing tab. Okay, Steve, man, I'm going to turn the call over to you. I'm looking forward to a passionate closeout.
Hey, thank you, my friend. And on behalf of BodyAlign, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy life. I know we're all busy. And I want to thank you for taking that time out to learn about something that I believe is going to have a legacy impact. I believe that with a family, with a vision, with a culture, with a set of products, we can make a difference to this generation, the next generation, the next generation. At some point in our lives, our destiny is about our legacy. At some point in our life, we're going to realize that that's what it's all about. In being able to create something on the back of a product that works, on the back of the product that in the first day you having this product in your hands, the first time you get your product, you're going to set these 2 discs from the mass disc, you're going to set them on the mass card, and you're going to give it to somebody to make an impact. You're going to do the same thing with a relief disc, and you're going to stand in line, as Mark does, and say, hey, you look like you're hurting. I can see you limping. Take these 2 discs and let me show you where to put them. And I'm going to call you in a half an hour and an hour. You call me. My information's on the back. You call me. I have simplified this down to it's a sample and it's a follow-up and it's a discussion on whether or not you want to be a part of BodyAlign or just retail consume the products. I've made it that easy. Our training, our website, our investment, our horsemen of the company will guide you through what it takes to be successful. We are a family. We are learning every day. I commit to you one thing, that we will get better every day. Today, I believe we set the standard, and I believe that every day, Josh, myself, Mark, and everybody that's a part of BodyAlign that takes time out of their life to send me an email at steve@bodyalign.com is truly committed to making this a better company every day. That's what we do. That's what we're all about. I love this company. And as important to that is I love the fact that we can create a testimonial. We can help somebody going through nausea, going through pain, somebody that's just not feeling great and needs to feel it better through our mass disc or our youth disc. We are going to change the face of how people see themselves. Instead of the $4 that they're going to invest in a Big Mac this month, we're going to get them to invest $4 or $5 in a set of discs that's going to make them feel better every day. Folks, this is a revolutionary product. This is a revolutionary concept with a company that's so committed to your success that you have direct access to myself or Josh or Mark or anybody in our family. Everybody that signs up to BodyAlign recognizes the fact that that's who we are. We are company driven, that the sponsors are just as important as individuals. I expect my sponsors, I expect everybody involved that makes money off the flow of products through this company is as equally committed to the people below them as they are to their own checkbooks. I want a legacy. I want a phone call from your children and your children's children going, don't know who you are, Mr. Lepkowski, but I can't thank you enough for the impact your company has made in my grandpa, my parents, in my life. I'm here to make that happen. I put this company in place to make sure that I can help thousands and tens of thousands and hundred thousands of people in the United States find a way to free themselves from the lack of wellness that we have and, frankly, the lack of health that's out there. I want to make an impact, and we can all make money doing it. There's enough margin put into this product. There's enough commitment from the company that financially your time, talent, and energy will be compensated substantially for what you're doing. With that, I want to say good night to everybody. If you feel the passion in BodyAlign, please contact the person that brought you into the company. Please learn more about the company. And should you decide to join us, welcome to the family. Good night.